Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Woodville here in Cities Skylines, where last episode, guys, we extended the kind of train. Did we extend the train network? We kind of did to a certain extent. We added in more of the forestry area in terms of the actual zoned industry. We implemented in the metro. How did I get the metro and train mixed up? I don't even know anymore. What is real life? What are we doing here right now? But guys, since last episode, we added in more jobs. But we get to the point where we need more education. Which is why this episode we're going to implement the University of Woodville today. Now, I put out a poll on my community tab on this YouTube channel with some brief name suggestions of what we should call the university. The poll won on just simply Woodville University. There's a lot of people leaving comments as well with their own little suggestions. Some of them are a little bit crazy, but I like the idea of it just being called simply Woodville University, because you could shorten the abbreviation down to WU or WU or Wood U. You get it? Wood U, short for university. Ha 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 ha, hilarious. But it should be pretty good. So as always, guys, if you do enjoy this series and want to see more, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you're notified when the next episode does come out. There's a few things we want to do. I want to get in the university, and we also need to sort out this junction over here as well. I'll leave that junction for now as I focus on the university. Now, I originally wanted to get it maybe around this area over here, and I've kind of changed my mind on that. I feel like I want to get it over here. So it's a little bit on the outskirts of the town in many ways, but I want to go in and kind of create really good connections over to it. Now, because I'm building this, it's also kind of sparked an idea or kind of changed my mind in terms of how we get to these areas. Because of right now, to get into these areas, there's the connection here, the connection there from the highway, and here, and over there. I want to, incorporate the city a bit more around the areas. So I'm thinking I might create, for example, if I chose this road here, then bridged it over the highway as a way to connect them over. Very similar to like that. I then have a bridge come over this highway, maybe a bridge that comes up over there as well to make it more inclusive of the area so they can travel to where they need to get to a whole lot easier. You see where I'm going with this? Because it doesn't feel as well connected as I would like it. Even though the connections for the public transport are amazing in Woodville, I want to incorporate and add stuff in a whole lot more easier, and it might actually change up some of the routes that we do create in general. So before we do place in the university, I want to kind of play around with those ideas, because however we do those and how it leads over this highway and this highway then designates the spot for the university. So let's take a look at that then. So for the normal roads, and I am going to pick this road here, which comes directly straight up from that main road style here, which if I upgrade it, I'm hoping it shouldn't destroy any of the houses next to it, but it will do something a bit awkward here right now. So if I level this up to level or the height of 8 there, take it over, right? And then we bring it to there. And then by 10, I bring it down. How does that look? I can play around with that with the different heights and levels momentarily anyway. But based off that, if I bring this up, just so I can see where it connects with that road. Now that's going to be kind of interesting to see how it plays about right now. How many people do use that road, how busy that road then becomes. But it's a straight line road, a little bit higher density to handle the traffic, even though it's kind of the same as this, just like a different style. But there we go. We did just actually get rid of the cycling path just here, which I will try my best to connect it back up without destroying any of the buildings. There we go. Wonderful. So that one will take place there, and then I want to do the exact same thing over here. So coming directly from this, which is where the main road flows up, upgrade you, and you, and then from that moment there is when we elevate it up. We'll bring it up to 10 to kind of go across there, and then by 10 bring it back down. Now again, like I said, I don't know how heavy the traffic is going to be on those roads. And that's kind of what is going to be interesting about this. And if I use that same road cutting across to here, and that would be the one that passes over there, and however they connect into here, this area here then becomes the university area. So away from that is 18. So if I did the same to here, that's kind of like the 18 mark there. So if I go 10 there, so that's 8, that becomes 12, right? So then plus 20 becomes the same distance, and then by 10 we bring it down, bam, and then continue it going forward. So however I do it, I don't 100% know just yet. I got a vehicle already using it, a garbage truck. So it disables them to kind of get from point A to point B without having to go down there, across, or, you know, here to there. We're having to go up, down, round, and from there to over here, rather than like coming down, you know. I'm creating those slightly shorter distances. Now, if we get too much traffic, then we might have to play around with, you know, who's allowed to go onto it. But we kind of then get an idea of what space we have remaining. So, I've been thinking about this bend as well and how much I would really want to keep it in, or if I could edit it or change it, how would I go with it? I'm actually going to get rid of the middle part because I feel like I want to change this up slightly. And we'll kind of go from right from the beginning because we can kind of start with like a blank canvas. I want to incorporate the train line as having an extra additional train stop. So if I bring this road down to here, how far are we off having the perfect angle? Not too far, but then it probably will make this quite a square area. Now, I'm not saying to bend it, but if I did 13 there by 13, it kind of, well, one, that wasn't the perfect bend. I'm not sure what happened there, but I don't think it fits within that vibe. But I could make them both commonly come down to a standard road. So continuing this here, if I brought this up to there instead, rather than kind of bringing it around, bend it down, but I also need to work with something around here. So if I brought that down by 10 by 10, it is a bit weird of a bend, but then we kind of get that straight line in a sense. And then here 17 by 17 to keep the bend going. And then it gives us those straight lines to kind of play around and work with. And it's not so harsh, the space here, where I can build a like a nice little train terminal, there we go, or whatnot. So delete them both back by a bit there. And what would be pretty cool is, so let's say I pick this point here and go straight up. And I went across to by 30 and then down. But I'm not going to use connect there. These roads are going to filter down to there instead. Actually, do you know what? We'll push this one over by another 20. How's that? Nah, no, by a 10. So it becomes a 40 gap distance. So delete that back. Delete that back. So they're both coming in filtered down, and then we can create like a really good little university campus area. So I want to try and get this identical-ish. So up by another 10. Up by another 10. And where does the bend meet here? So for here it meets by 11. For here it meets by 13, which is not too far off. So it could look very similar from a distance. By 11 there. Bam and bam. And that's not too bad, is it? So how it would work is I could create the main building around here in the center as we kind of do an arch curve or whatnot. And then we can build the campus up and around it, have a nice little kind of, you know, fountain area leading down to the main road section or whatnot. Just kind of make it look pretty cool. But also, I don't know whether I make it like where you can kind of pass through here if you want to go down there to go across to go up to that way. I'm not 100% sure yet on how we approach that. But first things first, let me just build it as a campus area. So I've got to do the region first, the zoning. So get that all in there. There we go. And in terms of the buildings themselves, there's education, normal university. We have the main building. How big is that? Right, what I'm thinking of is now what style of road should we go with? I feel like we should be going this 2-lane street. I don't know why, I just really like using it, to be honest with you. And right, so if I had that go across just there, I'm just kind of playing around with spaces first, and then the main building was here. How does that stand out? I feel like the main building should be on the opposite side, really, shouldn't it? There, I don't actually know if that is quite central, but we'll kind of roll with it. So throw that road in there. I'm going to add a little car park in, but I also want to add in the fountain for this as well. So not the outdoor study area, we have the university fountain there. Is there a secondary one? What is it? No, it's a statue, isn't it? Yeah, so I want the fountain. Where you gone, boy? Where you gone? There you go. So if I just squeeze that in just here, again, it won't stay there. I'm just kind of getting my positions right so I can understand the distance, the lengths I get to work with. And bring that down by 10. Bring that down by 10. And if I went across just here, because I want to create a couple of car parks in this area. So I'm trying to think what the best method would be. If I brought it out by another 4, came down a bit further than I did on that one. And then where's my car parks here? So if I came out by 8, came out by 8 there, and then push that straight down, what would be good for that size? Right, go with that. And I'm going to upgrade that back to this style of road. Can't really do much on that, can you, really? So the car parks are either side like that. I got the fountain just here. And what would it be like if I then implemented in, like, say, the academic statue just at the very end here? Yeah. Right, let's try that there. So 2 very important kind of almost like landmarks to the university. Got the car parking around, then everything else then becomes paths, right? I might have like a little road that cuts in or whatnot, because we do have them like larger building styles. But again, let's kind of go through this then. So we've got the university path here, and at the back of the building, I could either come off there or come off here. I gotta anarchy it to do it. But I'm trying to think what would be the best way to do it. If I came up by 2 here, 2 there, and why don't we do a 2 by 2, 2 by 2 bend to kind of keep somewhat fitting within the design that is dotted around. And then can I pick a middle point? Almost. And I'll bring that up so far. But also I'm going to do the same here as well. Like I'll come out by 6. So we'll do a 6. Right, let's go. We'll do a 5 by 5. Okay, maybe not. Or we can do a straight 10 by 10. 8 by 8 maybe. Right, there we go. 8 by 8. 8 by 9. 8 by 8. And then we're getting these designs now start to flow through. So I'll go by number 8. And we're getting some kind of structure to the path for the university, which really is going to be pretty cool. Now, the only downside I can see is the fact that they're going to come down here, do that turn to cut through to go up there. If I start to see like a big bulk of traffic doing it, then I will then try and make them not do it, but it might keep a little bit of traffic on this road. It all depends on how much traffic we're really going to ultimately see. So we have dormitories we can place down, which I feel like the dormitories would be good down this side, like a little bit further back, so I can utilize that road a bit more. So I might as well push it all the way up to here. And then if I connected all of these, and if I picked that as a point there, I'll create a bend for it. I'm just kind of playing around right now with what I could do, because I'm thinking about also, you know, the really big buildings that you get here, like that, which you have to squeeze in. I can maybe utilize something on this side, or a road for it. You know what I mean? But then again, I could maybe place you know, over here a bit further away. So I'll save these spaces next to the road for the bigger buildings, and we'll just continue to push back. So I'm gonna get all the little dormitory area first set up. So if I came from the center bit here and then pushed right up, let's say we go up to by 30, up to there as well. There we go. And then we'll come off, let's pick this point there. Let's come down by, well, I'll start with 10. And the dormitory can fit wonderfully. One there. One there. So it instantly kind of gives us a capacity of 600 students. We don't need it just yet, but it gives us the ability to do that if we want to. And I'm going to mimic it on the other side. No, actually, no. We'll create this as our little dormitory area. So that was 10. I'll do another 10. Or shall I split through the middle? Right, if I key this as we split it through the middle right now. So that went up by 10. And we'll come down by another 10. And we'll then flip the dormitories sideways, as if we were creating like a small little mini village in many ways. And we'll leave that like that for now. So that pushes my capacity then up to 1,200, which we've already got students already making their way over, which is unbelievable. It's not even set up yet to do anything just yet. Right, we'll come back to that. University study hall. So we'll get stuff like this in. And I think the study hall would be ideal as a center point to this, unless I did the graduation thing, this building here instead, as being like a focal point to the middle. That's where all the graduations kind of happen. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I think that would be. And let me go back to the path then, because I want to get the study hall in next. So if I kind of create something like this, so that is as far as is going to be symmetrical. Everything else now around the edges is going to be however I design it. It's not going to be symmetrical. We'll place in the study hall building just here on that side to fill in that little gap, which is pretty sweet. And then we have the groundskeeping building. So this is something that can be placed like a little bit further back. Now if I did that, I don't think I could squeeze in another dormitory. So what I think I'll do is bring this up by 4. Oh snap, hold on. Hold on. And let me just double check I can squeeze in another dormitory here. Yeah, we're anarchying them in anyway. It's probably a little bit further back than I needed it to be. So maybe I can cut back slightly on the... Actually, do you know what? Let me try it just by going straight across. Nah, he's definitely is a little bit too close. Too close for comfort. So rather than 3, I'll come up by 2. Oh, I'll throw it in while we're doing it. And there we go. Just so that it gives me a little bit of maneuvering where I could kind of create something like a little bit of a bend there at the back, where I could throw in something like my groundskeeping building, as if it was like kind of out the way in a sense. And it gives me room there to place another dormitory down or do something over here if I want to. Right, it's slowly coming together. And it's slowly coming together. I'm going to actually fill it up all with water right now. And kind of, we might as well start getting it semi-functional. For the sake of, you know, getting it up and running. And by the time I'm finished, we should have like a nice bunch of students all over here. The water piping's all over the place, so ignore that. Just ignore that right now. There we go, there we go, there we go. And of course, we need to bring the power over. So we'll just very loosely drop it all in. And I'll get that connected with placing more buildings down. So the futsal club we'll throw in next. And I feel like I need to keep this area open. Like an outdoor study area. That'd be quite nice here, wouldn't it? Yeah. So the futsal club then, sorry. If I place it just there. So that little outdoor study area looks pretty nice squeezed in. Oh, maybe I could switch it round to be there. That'd be pretty handy, wouldn't it? And am I able to connect onto it via paths? No, I don't think it works like that, does it? Am I able to connect the path directly through? Like that? See, that works. It kind of mimics as if that was all connected up in a weird way. Right, good stuff. So we've done the groundskeeping, we've done the futsal club, we've just done the outdoor study area. And do I add in a secondary one here? To kind of keep the illusion that it's all intertwined and connected. Beautiful outdoor study area leading into the main facilities. I actually like that idea. And then we'll take a look at doing then the gymnasium, which is a fairly large building again. Which we'll squeeze this one just there. And then continue with the theme. So how far did that path go across? It went across by 10, didn't it? So up by 10. I'll bring it up by 10 to there. It feels like it sticks out further on this side. Oh wait, it sticks out by 10 here. My bad. By there, it sticks out by 4. Ah. I might say, I knew it looked kind of weird. By 4. Just to kind of push that up. So we've done the gymnasium. And the cafeteria to feed all of our students. Which is, again, is a very, very important building. We'll get it over on this side, but I need to do some more maneuvering with this. So we'll bring that across to there. Cafeteria, there we go. And we'll squeeze it in just there. We have the university fountain. We have the... Well, we've actually done those, haven't we? I don't need to get any of those in. The university library, which is an important building, which we'll squeeze in just here. We have the math club, which is a smaller building. I can squeeze in just there. Done the commemorates office, where all the graduations happen. We've then got the auditorium building, which I think will go pretty well just here. We have then the laboratories, which is a nice large building we can squeeze in just there. So how's this now looking? It's coming together now, isn't it? Right? You can see all the buildings slowly collaborating. I haven't got the car parks in yet, so they're still parking on all the streets. But that's something else we've got to throw in. We've got the bookstore. Now we need to expand a little bit further. So I'll squeeze the bookstore in just here. We've got the media lab, which is also a fairly large building. So going to the path again now. If I bring that out by 10 there. Bring that by 10 there. I think I might bend them paths round and down. So if this came up to 15 there at that point. Right, delete that. Where can that bend take place? So an 8. 8 by 9. Yeah, we'll roll with that. 6. So 4. 4 by 4. So the paths are all connected over to that one side. And we were doing done the laboratories, done the bookstore. Was it the media lab? I think so. Drop that in. We got the chess club, which is also a smallish building, which I'll throw in directly. I'll throw it in directly here. Now bend that path round and down, maybe. The second academic statue, and they're the 3 long main buildings. So we'll get this little statue in. That's actually a good point. Where do I squeeze a statue like this in? Maybe just throw it in here. And then the School of Law, the School of Medicine, and the School of Science. I'll save them for a later date. So we can come back in the future and play around with the university again. But let's pick a point where this is now going to all connect. So 7 by 7 on the bend. Bam, to squeeze that right in. Right, we'll roll with this for now then. That's what we'll set up for the university. It's quite a big university we got in. So straight away, it's not making money, but it's got a capacity for 4,000 students. So that will handle everything quite nice for quite some time, to be honest with you. I don't feel like we need to expand it that much more. We'll add a few trees in and kind of bulk the areas up slightly and whatnot. But let's just sort this car parking situation out. So start here then and get this in. So let me zoom right in so I can see. Bam. Bam, just there. Wabam. Wabam, just there. And disable parking. Bam. 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 I'm gonna make it on this side. Throw it into there. And it should give us room here for one more. Maybe not, so we'll probably just keep that quite open. Where can I get away then with the rest of this stuff? So go up to there with that. Up to there with that. And can I squeeze in these little smaller ones? Oh wait, these are singular car parks, aren't they? So if I put that there. And will that fit in? No, I won't mess around with it. So if I place it up here, it kind of gives the illusion that there's a secondary parking spot next to it. And we'll leave this spot open here for the EV parking. So spin that round. Bam, bam, bam. It looks good, doesn't it? Bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. Right, good stuff. So let's now turn off the parking around here. No parking on these streets, boys. And no one on these. And no one on these. So all the parking gets pushed into the university. The university car parking anyway. And would you look at that already? It's not too bad. It ain't too shabby. But it'd be nice now to kind of get public transport over here. So we've got 700 people that are going to attend university. And, oh, we don't have the sports arena in, do we? How can we not? Now, I have given it some thought. And I think the one that we need to do is the baseball park. And somebody actually made a good argument for this. It has to be the baseball park because they can perfect their swing when they're chopping down trees with an axe. You kind of get the correlation with that. I thought that was a really, really good thing to do. Now, how big is the building for it? The building itself is fairly big. So we'll have to slightly extend the university over like to one of these sides. So where would I think it would be best to do it over on this side maybe. Also, why have we got no water? What's happened to my water? Oh, is it because we have no power? And why do we have no power? What has happened? What has seriously happened right now to the point that we've got no power? I don't actually know. Right. I'm going to have to drop like... I mean, I need something that's going to provide... Okay, next episode, guys, we're going to set the hydro plant dam thingy up right now. But can I get another one of these in? The solar updraft towers. It's not ideal right now. I'll turn the anarchy off anyway. It's not ideal, but it's something I've got to do. Because without the power, we don't get the water. I bet you it's not powering some of the water pumps, is it? So I'm going to sort out the power first. That's giving all the water pumps their power they need, which means the city will get all the power it needs again. Wow! How long did it take me to realise all of that? That wasn't great, was it? That was definitely not great. Okay, so let's get back to business anyway. And let's just come off here by 10, and we'll go across to 26 maybe, or should I come up by here? 10. Alright, 7 by 7. Is that enough for that bend? Should be. To come off to there. Or do I not do it in that sense? If I followed that through and that came down, could I squeeze in? So I could squeeze in the stadium around here, couldn't I? But then it'd be nice to have like a straight-ish road. So, hold on. See, that could work. Let's try that again. So come out by another 10 there. If I threw that down, let's say here. That's where the stadium's going to be. And if I brought this out as a point. Seven by 8. Why not? Why not? I could lead this road over. Come out by 3. Connects there. So I went to here. How much of a connection are we really implementing here? Alright, come out by 3. It's going to be the world's smallest bend. It really, isn't it? I could implement a car park. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. What's going down right now? So, go away. Skedaddle, boy. Skedaddle. I think we'll bring this road down by 40. And I could squeeze it in. Even that I don't like. Even that idea I don't like as much. So if I just came up by the standard... Yeah, let's say if I come up by 5. Alright, just to throw it there. I know it's not ideal. Well, it gives me an idea of how that would work. Okay, okay. I mean, this is costing me a fortune, keep building and deleting. So that's 5. So if I go up by 20, that becomes 25. That should be enough, right? Oh no, a bit more. So then that becomes 30. Oh, snap. So the whole thing is then 30, yep. What, now all of a sudden this don't want to fit in? How did it fit in okay on the other side? That's what I'd like to know. So, 30. I think this is now going back to my original design, isn't it? I think it might be. Right. 9, 7. Where's the best place to pull it? See, the best place to pull it is actually on that road, but I don't want it on that road. So move it over a tad. Build a car park here. Probably the way to go forward with it. I'm too indecisive, aren't I? That's my issue. I'm getting way too indecisive right now. Bring that just kind of over real quick. And let's sort out a little car park. I mean, I could do the big ones, but I don't want to go down that road. Right, so if I went up 10, go down by 10 there. Oh, damn. There, what can I get away with? Yeah, ain't gonna work. So how about we instead do something like that? Could work. Yeah, that will work a little bit better. But I'm going to upgrade those roads. Oh, Sediak. Just the flick of a switch and we mess it all up. The flick of a switch, boys. So there we go. Bam, 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 bam. Too big. Too big. Spin that bad boy round. So it kind of mimics as a line there, doesn't it? And we'll get the disabled parking in just here. Make it look like there's more than normal. And then with the walking paths, which we'll do it with the bicycle lanes on it again. Why not? And we'll integrate it within here. So if I started it there to connect over. And like there. Whether they're functional or not, I don't really mind. It makes it look good, doesn't it? So directly over. Oh, I said, oh, hold on, that's a bit higher, isn't it? There we go. And then we do have all this kind of, you know, leftover space that I might just fill in with trees or whatnot. Or first, actually, what I can do. Alright, bring that up to there. And Comes like a little path that goes around to the back of the area. But let's play around with the move it tool slightly. I can't get that bit, can I? There we go. So it's all walkable. It's now all walkable. I'm going to push that directly over across. Push that directly across as well. Yeah. Right, we'll go with that. We'll go with that, boys. Right. Conifers of the brush size. So let me first dot a couple of different various designs or styles of conifer. Before we go for the wild conifer. Because these are a little bit bigger in general, aren't they? I'm just going to literally like cake the university in it. Because this is what we got going for it. And then drop the brush size down. And then wherever I can. Squeeze them in. Looking good. I think I might be going over the top of the trigger. Just slightly. Oh, I need to get paths here, don't I? Hold on. We'll do it there to there. There to there. Right, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. Now, as time goes on and we build more and more around it and all that kind of stuff, then we can bulk up on it more. Things will change. Things will change, but it's all integrated with the area. I've still got plenty of more buildings to get in. We've got 724 students right now. We need to change the name of the university to Woodville University. I think that's how you spell it. I think so. Oh, we didn't get the region pushing over. So it hasn't incorporated our baseball stadium sport thing. Which, oh, we get, oh, I forgot about this stuff. Hang on. So, oh, wait, what's going to be like Woodville style? Broncos, no. Buccaneers, no. Chirpers, of course. Of freaking course. And what, do I make them green to go with the colour of leaves? Or white to stand out? Oh, I don't know, guys. Give me some suggestions in the comment section what we could potentially do them. But yeah, the chirpers. Chirpers or eagles? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you prefer. Chirpers or eagles? If we go with eagles, I might make them yellow. I don't know. You guys can give some suggestions in the comment section. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Right, let me just quickly sort out next then the parking situation on these roads. Alright, bam, bam. No parking on those roads. No parking there. Right, good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And I think we'll end it with either doing a bus route over here, which I could pick the purple one. It's kind of just slightly extend its path over here before it heads back. I'll drop it there. So it literally comes up to here, goes down there, drop there and go back. But I do want to set up the train line as well. Now, if I was to squeeze a train line in, the passenger train line, I could do it right there, but I feel like keep it off the main road slightly. I'll do this. Come out by 10. Down there to there. If I squeeze that in here, like central. Or do I do one of these stations? Let me delete that again. Yeah, because I could... Maybe I could add in a subway line at some point. Or... Hold on. I'm sure I looked at this one before, but let me look at it again. This one has the bus hub in, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, I've got an idea. I'll buy another 5. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. So come out by 7, so it's 3 back. Oh, I'm trying to get it to connect. And it won't do what I want it to do, to be honest with you. Let me try that again. Right, I understand what I was trying to accomplish then, and I royally messed it up. So 15. Right, there. But then we... No, I still need that road, won't I? Yeah, okay, forget what I'm doing right now. Forget what I'm doing. Alright, 10. Bam. Bam. We'll stick to this train station. Because I could, in the long run, add a subway line to it if I wanted to. I'm gonna get it to semi-run parallel with this train track here. So if I picked that, hold on, like that, and then because I don't want a backlog of the trains waiting to turn in. So if I kind of make the turn in here earlier, if there's any trains waiting here, it's not stopping these guys by simply passing through. And then just kind of go for that standardize merging, which should be just fine for us. So that should be pretty cool. Bring that directly down. Needs power, which will get connected up and over to right now. And we need to make sure that on that train line, that these guys stop here as well as they're passing through. So I've got the option. Whether or not I add a metro line to it, I don't know if I will or not. But it's nice to have the option moving forward. So if we go super duper fast forward right now, it is evening on a Wednesday, so we're not going to see the benefits of people coming over here just yet. But now we're going to stop over here, which opens up this side a little bit more connectivity via the train line. Now, info 733 students at the moment. This is going to suck a lot of our money up, but it's beneficial for giving that higher level of education to advance Woodville a little further. So no one's really stopping here just yet. I don't think you can see people waiting here, can you? Oh, you can. But there isn't really anybody waiting right now. And we don't really have any ability for them people to walk over here just yet, do we? So let me quickly get that set up. I completely forgot about that. So if I go straight there, if I go straight here, and then on the road, we do the crossings there and there. That one's a little bit off. Okay, we'll kind of go with it. And we kind of need to do crossings here as well. Bam. Bam. Which again, that one's perfect. There we go. So I can just walk straight through rather than having to kind of go round, you know, make it more direct for them. And if we do start to see a lot of traffic happening, then we'll change it up. There's already somebody waiting over here right now. Trains coming. Anybody getting off? Not yet. Not yet. But it'll take a while anyway before they realise and update their new routes and all that kind of stuff anyway. We are slowly getting more students to the university. We've got to complete 2 academic works before we can advance it to the next stage, which is a 2-star university. A couple of people just came off it there. One car decided to drive over the grass. Interesting. And any more passenger train lines coming just yet? Here we go. Will they stop here? Anybody getting off? Yeah, 1 or 2 people. Oh, I forgot as well. Intercity trains can come in. Forgot about that too. But I don't think there's any much of a need just yet, is there? Not really. Oh wait, there's cars parking here. I don't want them to do that. No, you may not park here. We have a university car park over here which you can use. And we won't see that car park here get filled up until there's an actual baseball game. But it's pretty exciting, isn't it? It is going to be very, very exciting. So, from what we've seen so far, just by having these bridges going over, there's not really that much traffic being used by them, which is a good sign. But we'll see what happens when we build these areas up a bit more. We have the university now in. Makes everything a little bit more connected. And now we don't have enough educated workers, but now we've got the university in. Hopefully we can progress in the right direction. We got a nice chunk of residential demand, which will fill up this area over here as we start to build it up. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Once we fill this gap in, all this side over here, and this section as well, then we need to reevaluate our bus lines, because then we could literally change them all up because we have different stuff going down. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If you guys did enjoy this episode, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. But we finally got the university in, which now means smarter peeps for your faces. We got the baseball place in, which means they can train on their swing and a miss before they chop down trees and all that kind of jazz. Still trains coming in left, right and centre, which is good. We got the bypass route if they need it. It's pretty good. We can't really complain at the minute, can we? And we're slowly getting more and more people coming to university. It will change when it becomes the next day, as everyone wakes up and goes to university, so that should be pretty cool too. But I think we are going to end it here for now. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below, guys. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good.